Good morning, students. From today onwards, I would like to explain the 7th class maths chapters through my YouTube channel, which is Maths Revision. So, this is the first chapter. I am going to explain integers in the 7th class. So, this is the list of contents. First one is introduction, next addition of integers, properties of addition of integers, subtraction of integers, properties of subtraction of integers, and on addition and subtraction concept exercise 1a is there. Next, multiplication of integers and properties of multiplication of integers. On the concept of multiplication exercise 1b is there. Next, division of integers, properties of division of integers and the concept of division of integers exercise 1c is there. Now going to the introduction. Before going to learn about the integers, first you have to know about the number system. In number system, first we will learn about the natural numbers and then whole numbers. In previous classes, up to 6th class, we learned up to whole numbers. So natural numbers are generally defined as the numbers which are used to count are called natural numbers. Generally, if you want to count the number of objects, we will start from the number 1. The first number we start from the 1 generally, naturally. So that's why the natural numbers are listed from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to plus infinity. Natural numbers are generally denoted by the capital letter N. The capital letter N, which is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, by extending the natural numbers to the next number system, which is whole numbers. The definition for whole numbers is, that the natural numbers along with 0 are called the whole numbers. Just we annex one more number which is 0 to the set of natural numbers, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the set of whole numbers. The set of whole numbers is denoted by the capital letter W. Next, by extending the whole numbers, from this class we are going to learn about the next number system, which is called integers. So integers we can define with the definition of whole numbers. The whole numbers along with negative numbers are called integers. Just we are annexing one more set of numbers which is negative numbers to the whole numbers. So that's why the whole numbers along with the negative numbers are called integers. So integers are denoted by the letter capital Z. So capital Z is equal to set of minus infinity to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 and so on up to plus infinity. So integers generally we can subcategorize into 5 types of sets. So observe here. So first one is the positive integers. Positive integers are, we know that all positive numbers which are plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5 and up to plus infinity. This is the set of natural numbers itself. So all natural numbers are called positive integers. Next, negative integers are which are annexing to the whole numbers. That set which is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 up to minus infinity. So this is the negative number set of the integers. Next is 0. Along with the positive integers and negative integers, one more number is also there in the integer which is called 0, but 0 is neither positive and nor negative. It is not a positive number and not a negative number. So it is a neutral number. Next we can define 2 more sets of integers which are non-negative integers. Non-negative integers, how can you define? First we write 0 which is neither negative. You know that 0 is neither negative and positive, so you can write this 0 in the non-negative integers also. 0 and remaining except all the negative numbers, remaining all positive integers also you can write in the set of non-negative integers, which is 0, 1, 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 up to plus infinity. Next set is non-positive integers. Non-positive integers means again we can write 0 because 0 is neither positive and nor negative. So non-positive means we can write 0 also in this set, and remaining except all negative numbers, except all positive numbers, we will write in this set which are -1, -2, -3 up to minus infinity. So these are the 5 different sets we can write by using the set of integers. So next we are going to learn about some facts of the integers. First one is there is no greatest integer or smallest integer. There is no greatest integer or smallest integer. So observe here I am drawing a integers line which is here 0 central, +1, +2, +3, +4 to the right of the 0, and to the left of 0 I am writing -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5 up to infinity. Here it is up to plus infinity, this is minus infinity. So what is the first fact here? There is no greatest integer or smallest integer. Can you observe here? Can you tell me any greatest integer here? We cannot define the greatest integer here because this is plus infinity. We cannot define. Can you tell me the smallest integer here? We cannot tell any smallest integer also here because this is minus infinity. We cannot define the smallest integer also. So that is the first fact of the integers line. But in the natural numbers we can define the smallest number which is 1, but we cannot define the greatest natural numbers. In whole numbers we can define the smallest whole number which is 0, but we cannot define the greatest whole number. In the integers both smallest and greatest numbers also we cannot define. Okay, so next fact is going to the next slide, which is 0 is greater than every negative integer and less than every positive integer. 0 is less than every negative integer. 0 is greater than every negative integer and less than every positive integer. So here you see, observe one more time this numbers line. 0 is greater than every negative integer and less than every positive integer because it is in the center of the integers line. So the numbers which are right to the 0 are positive integers, the numbers which are right to the left to the 0 are negative integers. All negative numbers are less than the 0 and all positive numbers are greater than the 0. So that is the second fact of the integers. Next, third is 0 is neither positive nor negative. This already we learnt. This is neither positive nor negative. And on a number line, negative numbers are always located towards the left of 0. Already we learned negative numbers are always located to the left of 0 and all positive numbers located to the right of the 0. Located to the right of 0. Next, every integer on the right is greater than that on the left. Every integer on the right. Observe here, if I am taking 2 and 3, the number 3 is right to number 2. So 3 is greater than 2. So every integer which is right to the number is greater than to that number. So if I take 3 and 4, 4 is the greater number than 3. Like that, if you observe here -1 and 0, 0 is to the right of the -1, so 0 is greater than -1. If I take -4 and -3, -3 is right to the -4, therefore -3 is greater than -4. So like that, you can tell that any integer which is right is greater than that on the left. So next one, every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. Every positive integer is greater than every negative integer. So observe here, we know that all the numbers which are right to the 0 are greater than 0 and all the numbers which are left to the 0 are less than 0. So therefore we can tell that all the negative numbers are less than all the positive numbers. If you take any positive number, +1 is greater than, for example, if I am taking -12 here, even though 12 is numerically greater than 1, +1 is greater than -12 because +1 is right to the negative number. +1 is right to the negative number -12. So all the positive numbers are greater than all the negative numbers. Even though the negative number numerically greater than the positive number, all the positive numbers are greater than the negative numbers. Next, last one, but the fact is important one, the absolute value of an integer p denoted by modulus of p is its numerical value regardless of its sign. Even though it is hard to read, it is very easy because just this is the numerical value of the given number. So regardless of the sign, we can tell the numerical value of the given number, that itself is the modulus of the given number or absolute value of the given integer. Observe here. So if I write the modulus of -5, which is absolute value, this symbol is called as a modulus. So if you write this, modulus of -5 means it is equal to 5 only, plus 5. So regardless of the sign, we will write the just numerical value of the given integer. Numerical value of the given integer. So modulus of -5 is equal to 5, and also modulus of plus 5 is also plus 5. So you can write modulus of -5 is equal to 5, and also modulus of plus 5 is also 5. If you take absolute value of -7, we can read it like absolute value of -7 or modulus of -7, which is equal to plus 7. Absolute value of plus 9 is equal to plus 9. So you can write the positive value of given number means which is numerical value of the given number. So next, going to the addition of integers. So from this addition of integers, we are going to explain in the next class. So up to here we are stopping here. Good day all of you.